Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Junior.
And I'm going to murder you guys tonight.
And we're
The Nerdy Bros. There probably should be a little more context.
That sounds like a threat to the listener.
No, I can't.
Like, I knew you were talking to me, but the listener's like, what?
What? No, yeah. Yeah, I keep telling...
Coming to your house tonight and killing you.
All the players tonight, I keep telling them this battle is going to be difficult for them, which will be something new, seeing as how I only feel like you guys have had one difficult battle in this entire campaign.
Well, the funny part is that, like, it's one of those things where it's like, you don't want to take it easy, but at the same time, it's like, if you're like, I'm trying to kill the whole party, then doesn't that turn into all the story elements of our characters that you've planned out you're like, well, now I can't do any of that.
It is probably the worst part about being a DM, because no DM actually unless all the party slept with your wife or like husband or partner or whatever, like I don't think you would actually want to kill their players off because you spent all this time working.
I mean, at the very end, if you know.
Oh yeah, once the story elements are revealed, I just kill everyone. I win.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, obviously I would want to get through everything that I have planned. But same thing. It's trying to find, and I can't even say it's a happy medium, because even a happy medium still sounds like I always relatively know that you guys are going to come out on top. But I want to make it challenging. I don't think I've knocked out anyone like unconscious, or like no one's made.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, when?
Right in the very first battle against the Twig Blights and stuff, three of us went down.
Yes, that is true. But you guys were literally level 1, and I guess and again, this happened because of the fact
you had it planned. You had a different plan. You're like, they're gonna go in and do this way, and we didn't do it the way that you thought we were gonna do it.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't just that. Also, like, the way I think that I had kind of planned out experience, you guys should have gotten, number one, way more XP than what you ended up getting, even divided among the party, because you're supposed to multiply the number of experience by how many enemies were in there. And I think there was like six or seven enemies in that first fight, and there was only 4 or 5 of us the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So it should have been multiplied, I think, by like 1.5 or like 2, and then divided by that. And so yeah, you guys probably would have leveled up. Well, not twice, but like close to almost leveling up twice in that first encounter had I done things correctly.
Yeah, and I think we got like 250 experience or something, and then you were like, one of the missions for the person we were gonna get as a patron or whatever, you're like, that was supposed to get you to level 2 or whatever.
No, to level 3, because you guys got to level 2 after that first fight. But yeah, so basically it's also like, I think the party is
the fucked up thing would be if Maple died, because she's the one that we know the absolute least amount, and I feel like that's one of the ones that you probably put the most, like, her story's going to be connected to all of ours somehow, and then she dies, and then you're like, that literally fucked up everything.
And it made it kind of like, you're literally the only person that gave me a decent amount of background. Like, I think Sean and Angel, I think, wanted to, and just still only came up with vague ideas, and then like Megan and Jonah were just super like, yeah, I was a thief, my mom abandoned me, and my village was destroyed by a dragon. I was like, okay, cool. And then like Jeff, I was like, you've had 3 weeks to plan for yours, did you make anything? No. Fantastic. So yeah, I've pretty much come up with everyone's backstories besides yours.
Yeah, and then you still give us trinkets. That's why I said, like, you know how like Matt Mercer's been like, hey, if you get, or like even
No, but I gave you guys,
Brennan said
that's separate. What they talk about is, if you work on your backstory, they reward you at the beginning of the game. Yeah. This, like, the trinkets I gave you guys in your dreams was like,
we got trinkets and rings. I know the rings was part of a story mission.
No, that was just the adventure.
Yeah, a little side quest.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, but it's like, we got rings, and it was almost around the same time we got the trinkets. And it was like, damn, now we're.
Well, I mean, but those rings you could have gotten at any point depending on when you did that quest.
That's true.
That just kind of ended up where it was. But anyways, welcome back to the show, everybody. Hope you guys have been enjoying the last couple of episodes. I feel like my mic is super high right now.
Yeah, like, but it's actually perfect.
Yeah.
Never touch that again. That pop thing is like right where it needs to be.
I love it. I think it's freaking me out because I don't think it's ever been this close to my face. My face! But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed everything that's been going on. I know, once again, me and Junior have enjoyed putting this stuff out for you guys. But just like always, we'll start every episode like we always do with something called Junior's Hot Take. This is part of the episode where we talk about something new and upcoming, get Junior's hot take and hot opinion on it. And Junior, something really awesome happened. It's not just the new trailer of Thor that we got. It's the fact that on TikTok, they are putting Naruto and the trailer of Thor side by side. And that's what... No, I'm just kidding. But did I tell you about that?
No.
You know how in Max's favorite theme song, the Kanaboon one, during the song, like, Naruto's running, and, like, every, like, half a second, you see him, like, growing up and, like, wearing his new outfits and stuff like that? Well, at the beginning of the Thor trailer, Thor's doing, like, the same thing. He's, like, running in a forest, and every time he passes a couple trees, he's getting older and bigger, so people put that side by side.
Damn. No, I haven't seen that.
It's awesome.
I wish I had now.
But yeah, we got a fucking trailer for Love and
Thunder.
Thunder.
Technically, it was called a teaser because it was only like a minute and something.
I feel like I'll say that.
No, because you didn't.
I know absolutely nothing about the plot.
Yes,
but
that's what I was gonna
But
say.
I still feel like they showed so much.
That's what I was gonna say, because usually in trailers you get like a kind of like ooh, this is what this is gonna be about, a plot, kind of. And yeah, the teaser didn't do any of that. I literally just watched it. I forgot my glasses, and I was standing right in front of the TV and watched it. See, the thing is that I thought when Thor left that he was going to be getting like I thought that when Thor left with the Guardians, that there was going to be like a Guardians Thor thing, and like right away it looks like, maybe not right away, maybe it happens halfway through the movie or whatever, but it looked like like Thor's like, well, I don't want to be part of the Guardians. I feel like what's going to happen, there's going to be a montage of Thor with the Guardians taking out different shit, and then he's going to be like,
not for me.
Like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, I did.
And then they just drop him off.
Yeah, you saying that definitely kind of feels like that might have been what it was, or what it looked like now, thinking back, because I think I've seen it like 3 times, but that is kind of definitely what it looks like. And yeah, I thought I heard about Love and Thunder, but I guess before then, when he originally leaves with them at the end of Endgame, I thought the next Guardians movie was going to have him before Love and Thunder came out, but I guess we're getting Love and Thunder first.
Also, maybe I'm like totally forgetting something. Hela takes Thor's eye. Thor ends up with an eye patch, then ends up with a brown eye. How the fuck does he have 2 blue eyes again?
Oh, was that in the trailer?
Yes.
Oh, that might just be something they fucked up and forgot to like.
He has both blue eyes in the trailer, and I was like, wait a minute. I thought I remembered he gets an eye replacement, but I was like, isn't he supposed to have a brown eye and a blue eye?
Yeah, Rocket gives it to him, and he's just like, here, put this in. And then or he's like, here, you might need both eyes for where we're going. And then Thor immediately puts it in, and Rocket's just like, I would have watched that if I was you. I had to smuggle it off of Contraxia up my, never mind.
I mean, maybe that is something else that will be explained, that, like, he's going to be like, we were able to change it to blue, or he gives him another eye.
Good catch, though, and also it would be hilarious if, they just messed that up.
Yeah, again, usually I'm not I've pick up on some things, but like one of those things would have just like blown by me, and then I don't know why all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, why the fuck does he have 2 blue eyes? But besides that, yeah, the running scene right at the very beginning, then you see like New Asgard. Then what was like at one point I felt like you were seeing another city that was like had like floating bridges and stuff.
I mean, that might just be either he's on a different planet, or that just might be additions made to New Asgard. I
mean, maybe, but
yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, you saw Valkyrie because she became the new leader.
Is it just me, or did she seem like upset like in the trailer?
Yeah. Because it looks like they're probably like adding her to like the UN, and she's like, great, this isn't what I thought it was gonna be. Like they were like, you're the new leader, and then like he's like, you should be in charge of New Asgard and the Asgardians. And I think she's like, oh, awesome, Thor, you're just gonna let me do it. And then now she's like, fuck, I'm a politician. I fucking hate this because I used to be a warrior. I think that might be part of the thing, or maybe something bad's happening.
Have you heard about who the villain's supposed to be?
No.
Like somebody else said that it had already been rumored and who's playing the villain, and I was just like, I was like, usually you look up IMDb and then maybe get like a cast and who they might be playing, but no, I didn't.
Well, like, because you saw like a silhouette of something, right, in the trailer, but you only see the back of the person.
No.
I'm
curious to see who fixed Mjolnir.
Yeah, because it was all put back. Well, I mean, yeah, because that one was one that got put back together, but Mjolnir stayed after Endgame.
What do you mean stayed?
Because it got brought back.
No, it didn't get brought back. Thor stole it from time and Cap put it back.
Oh, Cap put it back?
Cap had the hammer with him along with the Infinity Stones when he went back.
Oh, okay. So
he put it back. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the hammer's been put back together.
Yeah.
And the only, like, the dwarves are the one that made Thor's hammer. So it's just like, what's-his-face had his fists completely, like, cemented or, like, forged shut or whatever. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, I wonder who the hell fixed it then.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage's character.
Yeah. Which, obviously, he's the one that made Stormbringer. Bringer?
Yeah, no, it's Stormbreaker.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Obviously, you got to see Peter Quill and them. Oh, what I thought was funny was it's probably also going to be a montage or something of him losing all the weight.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, the massive change to that stuck to that one tree. Yeah. So there you go, Junior. You can get rid of Fat Thor, which you apparently hated.
Yeah, I thought it was dumb. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, we didn't get to see a whole lot. Obviously, the big reveal was at the very end that Natalie Portman's character is back and that she was wearing a Thor costume and she was the one that was wielding Mjolnir. But I don't really know too much about like this. To me, it looked like it's like a vision quest. Like it's Thor trying to find his purpose again and find himself.
And well, I mean, that's what two of his closest friends, Cap and Iron Man, are gone. So, like, and I wouldn't say the Avengers are so much kaput or whatever, but like they definitely kind of like.
Well, yeah, basically they've like kind of broke up now. Yeah,
it's you almost have to like remake the whole team. Well, it was like those two. You lost Vision as well. And then, like, there's still, like, R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman, but there's still, like, a lot to see, like, what they're going to do with his character. Like, if they're just going to say, like, oh, he just stayed in Wakanda ruling, or if they're going to try to say something about his passing.
Yeah.
Because they've already announced that they're making another film.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to think. Because, yeah, those two, yeah, like Cap and Iron Man. And then, like, we got the new Captain America. And then we still have Bucky. But, yeah, like, it's kind of like having to put together a new team again. Because, like, yeah, Thor's like, I'm off. Like, fuck this. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And then, like, Black Widow's dead. Like... Hawkeye is basically saying that
he's retired. Like,
yeah, he's retired.
I think his last shtick, more than likely, with the MCU was in the Hawkeye show, which was awesome. But I don't think he'll be returning. So, like, you've got new Captain America. You still got Thor, and then Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange and Hulk. But like, also, that's the other thing. What was it?
Yeah, they were saying that Smart Hulk is like not going to be a thing again.
Yeah, because you got to see Bruce at the end of Shang-Chi, and he looked like they like grayed up his hair a lot. I feel like in that because I don't think the actual actor I don't think his whole head
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo's hair is not all gray, so they like aged him up. I think, and they just might explain it as like an after effect of him coming back because originally he said that he had put the brain and the brawn together and was Smart Hulk, and now he's back to being small, tiny Banner. So
I don't I I don't remember, how does he come in? Because I remember in Shang-Chi, they're all eating dinner at the end, and he's telling them that
it's
this shit happened, and then
what's his face?
doesn't like
And then it's
Wong? Is
Wong,
it Wong?
Yeah. Wong comes in. He's like, "Hey, you're Shang-Chi. I need you to come with us." And like Doctor Strange isn't there. It's Wong and Bruce Banner and Captain Marvel that are talking to him and asking him like where the 10 rings came from. And then they like do like a deep dive of like magic into like the center of it, and there's like a beacon that's going off.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's so much shit that's happening for the MCU right now. It's I mean, obviously everyone's already talked about how King the Emperor is supposed to be the next big bad. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's gonna be like a Loki season 2.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a Loki season 2. We haven't even started watching Moon Knight yet. This is still the hot take.
Well, and then I'm also like because like Doctor Strange is, that one comes out first, right? That's May.
It's right away in May.
And then
once again
July is when Thor comes out. So because I'm still like wondering the whole thing with Doctor Strange. I feel like that movie is going like it's gonna take a second watch to completely understand everything, because that movie feels like that one's gonna get pretty convoluted.
Yeah. I can't wait for it.
Because like I'm still wondering, because they always cut away from it. So like when he gets brought to like that council chamber, and then you hear voices, but you never get to see who it is. But his face looks surprised. So I'm wondering like who those people are.
It's 100% Patrick Stewart's voice, but that doesn't mean that he's Professor Xavier, which everyone's just like, oh my God, he's being Professor Xavier. That's not 100% true. It could be.
Also, why would he know who Professor Xavier is anyway?
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it could be Professor Xavier. Also, could just be Patrick Stewart playing a different character. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm so excited to see like what happens and all that. I'm ready for Wanda to make a comeback ever since WandaVision, because that was fucking amazing. And just the fact that they're introducing Miss America too. Also, like, yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with that Kamala Khan show, and just to see what they end up really saying what the origin of her powers is. And I don't know. I'm excited. I'm ready for freaking the Young Avengers also. I'm also trying to see like who they're all going to put into it.
Yeah. All right.
So excited. But anyways, yeah, so exciting. Or I should say excited. But moving things right
along. It's exciting.
So, we'll go on to a fan favorite segment known as
Anime is an important part of our culture.
Rising of Shield Hero Season 2 is out now.
Not the whole thing.
Not the whole thing.
It started.
Because
I only saw that there was 1 or 2 episodes in Japanese, and I tried to see if there was in English, and there wasn't.
The third one just came out today. So every Thursday, if you haven't, but you love the first season, we're getting new episodes of Rising of Shield Hero every Thursday. Subbed right now. I don't know when they'll start dubbing them, but yeah. And also, not just that.
Oh, shit. Okay.
An anime sweeping the nation right now. I shouldn't say sweeping the nation, but so many people are talking about it. That's what, Spy Family?
Spy, yeah.
Is it called Spy Family?
It's Spy X Family, but I'm like, is it like Hunter X Hunter, where it's just Hunter, so just Spy Family?
Yeah. So yeah, you told me about it, and yeah, I watched. I think you, like you said, you only had 1 episode dubbed. I only had 2 episodes subbed because that's all that's out right now. But yeah, I watched both episodes, and yeah, hilarious.
Because I don't know when they come out yet. I don't know if there are Saturdays, Sundays, or Tuesdays or whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. So I haven't checked to see if I now have the 2nd episode dubbed yet. But yeah, I just saw from what I saw from the little trailer that it was like a snippet on Instagram. I was like, oh, this looks cool. So then I watched the first episode, like, oh my God, this is fucking hilarious. And then I was like, yeah, I'm down for this. Because I'm like, maybe this will be another one of those shows where I'm like, this isn't really like usually what the type of stuff that I like to watch, like supernatural or stuff with powers. But the little girl has powers. She can read minds. So I always think that's like super funny because he's like, huh? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like she knows that he's the dad and he rips off the mask. He's like, oh, you're still here?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It has been, yeah. It's really cool. So yeah, I've been watching that. Then the
she
new
just
season.
fucks with his machine in the first
Yeah.
episode. He gets kidnapped. Yeah, it was really funny.
So yeah, if you guys want to watch something new and wholesome, Spy X Family or Spy Family, it's out. The first couple of episodes have been out, and it's really it's some wholesome fun. I will once again repeat, Ranking of Kings. You need to watch it. You gotta watch it.
Is that the one with the little kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still.
I first of all, I
there.
100% agreed with you. Like when I first saw, I was like, "What is this? This seems so silly or whatever." And then Jonah, who's a player in our D&D party, was just like, "Dude, fucking love it." He compared it to One Piece, which I wouldn't compare it to One Piece, but it was still just such a good anime.
Does it look like a one season or is this
No.
be
It looks
continuing?
no. The ending they give you makes it seem like they're gonna do like more with it, but like you got a good ending for season 1. So like you
Is
got
it long or how many episodes?
23 episodes.
All right. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a couple. I try to do the whole give it 2-3 episodes before you go fuck this.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'll do that. But again, that's kind of a like on my own time type of thing. And
Yeah.
I've started watching other random shit now also.
Not just other random shit. You've also been rewatching a very long anime.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I was gonna save all the other stuff. But yes, I'm still. Well, we're in Shippuden now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna like spoil anything for people who haven't watched it yet or plan on watching it. But like, we're in episode 130 something now, so we're chugging along.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, that. Yeah, and then Spy Family.
So are you guys still watching on Hulu? Like you still had dubbed episodes
Yes,
on Hulu?
we still have it dubbed on Hulu for now. And that's pretty much all the anime that I've been watching. Just that. I mean, mainly it's just been Naruto. Segment over?
Yeah, I was
All
going
right,
to say, besides
segment
that
over.
new stuff, I don't think I've done anything else
All right.
like that. Cool.
But so I'm just gonna roll into the stuff that I've been watching because I've been watching a bunch of other shit too.
Do it.
Because I was trying to think like what comes out on Thursday that I'm excited about.
It's Thursday night.
It's not that. I mean, yes, but it's not that. It's I don't think I talked about it. Tokyo Vice is that show on HBO that stars Ansel Elgort and Ben Watanabe, Katsumoto from
Also, Bulletproof Monk.
yes. The Last Samurai is the movie I was thinking about.
Yes.
But anyway, it's a show based on real events that happened back in the late 90s. Ansel Elgort is an American who moves to Japan and wants to become a reporter. And he does get a reporting job with like a pretty prestigious newspaper. Like I think it's like one of the most prestigious newspapers in all of Japan. But it's like set in Tokyo in the late 90s. Like I said, he's an American and he gets involved with Yakuza and he starts to learn about them and all this shit. The show is just not the very last episode that I watched ended in that shit that we saw in the trailer where there's like people fighting with like fucking like
katanas.
Yeah, with the katanas, but it's more the kantos, the smaller blades that like are the secondary with the in the sets.
Those are called, I think, the wakizashis.
Yeah.
I have to look it up.
But yeah, that was the end of the last episode, and I was like, Jesus Christ. So yeah, the show's really good. It's on HBO. There is a lot, like, for somebody like me that likes to watch anime dubbed, which means in English. And not
it's a wakizashi. Yeah, I was right. Okay.
And for somebody like me who doesn't really like to read a lot of subtitles, well, like I had to read a lot of subtitles in The Last Samurai. I fucking love that movie. And there's a lot of subtitle reading in this one. They don't speak English a lot because obviously it takes place in Tokyo in Japan. But It's fucking awesome. It's really cool. It's just also just like learning about like different like cultural stuff that happens is really cool because one thing that I learned from watching the show, or at the very least what was going on back then, is basically the newspaper is only allowed to print what the police tells them to print. And they are not there's like no such thing as murder in like over there. It's like if somebody gets killed, it's like not they just say there was a death or whatever the fuck. Like they're like murder implies that like we haven't like captured the person or whatever. Like because as soon as they capture the person, then it immediately gets like labeled as like a manslaughter or something like that.
Okay,
Like
I got you.
so like he's like this guy was obviously murdered and he's like what? Who said he was murdered? And he was like who the fuck stabbed him 17 times with a fucking knife? And then he was like did we say someone stabbed him? Maybe he stabbed himself. Maybe it's suicide. And it's like you could clearly tell that it's not. But if the cop didn't say that happened, then they don't get to write about it.
I see.
So like Ansel Eckhart's character gets like kind of in trouble a lot, and they won't print his stories because he's like writing the way that an American would write back home. Anyway, good show. Also started watching that. What was it called? Almost Made It. The one that we were watching last night.
Oh, yeah.
That's like made by the same creators as regular show.
And the guy that voiced Mordecai voices the main character in this too.
Yeah, well, he's the creator.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's the creator and like the executive producer and all that stuff. I like looked it up.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, basically it's like an adult regular show. Super goddamn funny. Jason Mantzoukas also voices one of the characters. Fucking
the
really funny.
Who has a doctor? He either has a master's or a doctorate.
Yeah, he has a PhD
a doctorate in Viking history.
Yeah.
Do that thing that got me off in bed for Valhalla.
So yeah, that shows. I've been watching that. I've also been watching the Solar Opposite show. Which is
that's the alien Rick and Morty.
That's the alien like Rick and Morty. Yeah. Super fucking funny too. Mm-hmm. One of the like big plots, which I love that they do this, is they follow the alien family that's on Earth, and they don't even like try to disguise themselves. Like people just kind of are okay that they're there.
They're okay with their aliens, or like everyone is stupid in the world. And
I think they're just kind of dumb, and they just kind of like, oh, these are humans that are different colors or whatever. But the kids continuously kidnap people and put them in these like little, it's like they have like a wall of like, you know how like in like Lilo and Stitch they have like those cells that are like side by side each other and stuff. They basically shrink the humans and then stick them in these like cells that are like, it kind of looks like a Lego brick wall. But so you see stuff going on in the real world with the aliens, but then it also goes and you see what's going on in their world.
In the mini world?
Yeah. So because they've like busted through the cells and they've been able to like connect and go through, and there's like a leader and there's like people trying to overthrow them. So like you get to see that shit. So it's like really, really funny to see what's going on to these humans because they've now like devolved and gone into like tribes and all this shit. It's really fucking funny to see that side of it too. So there's like, it's like you're watching two different shows. Excuse me. So like I've been watching that. Really funny. I watched all of season 5 of Elite.
Oh, you finished it already?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched it pretty almost in like not necessarily in one sitting, but like I watched the first 4 episodes and then stopped, and then at night I watched the rest of it.
Didn't you tell me that you didn't really like season 4?
Yeah, like
because you said it was a completely new story, it had nothing to do with everything that had happened in the first season.
So, and that's kind of what happened in this one, except for like, so it's kind of like seasons 1 through 3 were connected, and then now, like seasons 4, 5, and 6, it's almost like it could have been 2 separate shows. It's like seasons 1, 2, and 3 are 1 show, and seasons 4, 5, and 6 are another show, because the way that season 5 ended, it's like there's a season 6 because it totally leaves up in the air if one of the main characters is alive or dead.
Oh, okay.
So like you just don't know, and I'm just like, and I've read comments where people were like, this show should have ended after season 3, and like some people were like, bring back the original cast because they just keep replacing
People
cast members. It's like, because again, I was like, they're supposed to be in high school. They're supposed to be 4 fucking years and then they're done. And season 5 just happened. So it's like, when the hell are some of these characters gonna fucking graduate? Why are they still in fucking school? Like, are they super seniors or what?
Well, but does the timeline follow? Like, do they say a whole year has gone by? I mean, you could if it's how many episodes is it?
There are 8 episodes a
So
season.
there's 8 episodes. An episode only lasts an hour. So like, if you could do an 8-episode show that all happened the same day if you're really going by like chronological time.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's an hour happening in the real time of whatever world that they're in. So
I mean,
like,
but yeah, I mean that's not what's happening.
well, that's why I said like
because also there's been graduations, so
Okay,
we've
yeah.
seen people graduate. So like I knew why the main character and like one of the other main characters didn't graduate. Something happened, and then they were like, "You guys are gonna get you guys are like suspended, so you're not gonna be able to graduate. So you're gonna have to like retake senior year." And then it's like, "Okay, one more year, then they'll be done." But then at the end of season 4. The one other guy does graduate and the other one's still there. So it's like, what the fuck? How come he didn't move on? So
notes on season 5 then, or like final take of season 5, good or bad?
it was a good season. It wasn't my favorite one. But I think I like, cause yeah, I don't know. I like the show. So I'm going to like continue watching it. It's also, again, it's not like One Tree Hill when you're like, man, after season 6, this show should have ended, but they're like 24 episodes, This is 8 episodes. So it's like, it's super digestible. So it's just like the show could have ended after season 3 and I would have been cool with that. But I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I'll keep watching it. But hopefully season 6 is the last one and they're done.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, watch that. These other shows. I've watched a couple movies. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I watched a movie, Run, with Sarah Paulson. I couldn't remember her name the other day. I was telling Mom about it. I was like, Mom, you have Hulu, right? She's like, yeah. I'm like, you should watch this movie. Sarah Paulson, who's Nurse Ratched.
I know who Sarah Paulson is.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Sometimes I say stuff and you're like, I don't know who that is.
No, I know who that is.
You just shake your head like you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
She was in American Horror Story, like every season.
She plays a mother who has a daughter, but the daughter finds out that the mother has been keeping her sick to keep her like at home.
Oh.
There's other stuff that I'm not going to say because it'll ruin the movie. But I watched it.
Is that
fucking awesome.
based on a true story?
Why
do I feel like I've heard that specific
there was something just like that based on a true story that got turned into a series also on Hulu that stars the girl from The Kissing Booth.
Isn't that the one where they try to sue the kid because they thought like she was...
well, because I think the kid ends up killing the mom. So they were like...
No, but they were trying to sue her or whatever for faking her disease, and the kid didn't know that she was faking a disease because her mom
I don't know about that because I haven't watched... I don't know the
that.
story and I haven't watched the series.
Okay.
This is kind of another take on that, but there's other elements into it.
Okay.
Like I said, I can't say anything, otherwise it'll ruin it. But it was good. Good movie. I don't think I've seen like any other. I feel like every once in a while will throw on a movie when I want to watch something, but I think that might be the only movie that I've seen, and it's called Run, and it's on Hulu, and I believe it's a Hulu original. I think that's it. I have to like check my phone. Sometimes I'm like, I'm like on IMDb as I'm watching something to see if I know anybody from the movie or whatever. But I believe that's it.
Well, for myself, I think all I really did was I platinumed Horizon Forbidden West. Fan
Oh, I thought of it in the movie, but go ahead.
fantastic. I like what happened. I am curious to see whether or not you'll enjoy what they did with the story, but I liked it. I was like, there was a couple things that I didn't end up doing, and a part of me was just like, maybe I could go back and I platinum it, and I have 2 other games. There's definitely like Horizon definitely has some replayability for me, but like everything that I did, I was just
Well,
I was
like those probably
satisfied.
going to be DLC or based on the ending, no DLC.
No, there's like there could potentially be DLC, but I meant more so. There's like an arena, and there's I think it's like 5 separate challenges, but each challenge has like 4 different arena fights, and you have to complete each arena fight in under a certain amount of time to actually get the real completion and unlock the next challenge. But doing the first one unlocks the arena trophy, so you don't have to do the other ones if you don't want to. But so I was just so there was that I could go back and do. But besides that, like I got almost every legendary weapon. I had already gotten the legendary armor, so like I did a lot of it. But yeah, I enjoyed the hell out of like the story and what they did. So I'm curious to see how you'll do that. But yeah, I haven't started the new Final Fantasy or Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga yet. It's probably for later. I went back to my old schedule now, and I don't think I really. I'm trying to think whether or not I watched anything because last week I binged the Ranking of Kings.
Yeah, I was gonna say you like came down and then you're like, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, because I think I feel like I watched more than just that. There was something. Oh, I was catching up on Boruto because I watched a shit ton of Boruto, and then I think I caught up. And then I saw Ranking of Kings on Crunchyroll, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll throw on the first episode before I start, like, gaming again. And then instead, all I did was watch all of it because I couldn't put it down. But yeah, I watched all that, then platinum that. So I need to start those 2 other games. But then also, I worked on a lot of stuff for D&D before we played last week. And then that's the plan for today after we're done with the podcast. And I'm going to do, work on a little more for that.
It's like I haven't touched Ghostwire Tokyo yet again, and I'm like I want to pick it back up so I can like
we're an hour away from being caught up on Critical Role before the episode tonight, and then we'll be behind because we're not going to be able to watch while we play. We need to just set aside binge watching for Dimension 20 because now we're like 4 or 5 episodes behind.
I thought you said it was done.
No, I lied. I think it was the penultimate episode was yesterday. And the last episode, because I think they normally do.
I mean, to be completely honest with you, this was not my favorite season. This is probably my least favorite season.
Definitely not my favorite, but it has been hilarious.
I mean, they're always funny.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it thoroughly
because this is like the main cast,
especially when it's the main cast. But yeah, it hasn't been my favorite. And I'll say, I mean, even with the 7 when they first introduced it, it's always just going to be the same thing for me. I want the hard copy. I don't want the digital. Like, I understand that they can do a lot of cooler things on the computer, and it might be cheaper to just do them on there. But, yo, man, like, I get
those sets that they build and stuff. Were
the
awesome.
Sets, the minis. It's so much more visually like appeasing. And plus, like, when they're doing the stuff on the computer, a lot of the times they're not showing like what's happening there. And like when they do the sets, like you've always got that visual representation right there. Like they don't just have this. The screen isn't just like what's going on in the online verse that they have that going. So yeah, I prefer the sets. I mean, shit. Even when they did the murder mystery one with all the anthropomorphic animals and the Fox Sherlock Holmes, they still had minis, and they were just doing everything on like over like FaceTime or whatever.
Yeah.
So. Or I should say, I think it was over Zoom. But yeah, bless you. Shut up. But
that was rude.
Yeah. So
anyway, the other movie.
I want to catch up on that. And then besides that, I haven't watched anything else.
The other movie that I watched is called Burn After Reading. It's an old movie. Old. It's from 2008. So it's 14 years old. It's not that old. But it's like a lot of fucking George Clooney, fucking Francis McDermott, Brad Pitt, John Malkovich, Tilda Swinton. There's like it's like super star-studded cast.
You also watched the HBO murder mystery with that famous female comedian as the cop.
Oh no, that wasn't HBO. That was
HBO?
that's Apple Plus.
Oh, Apple Plus. Yeah, you also
Of
watched
course,
it?
Apple Plus doesn't miss.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't remember the After Party. I believe is what it's called. But yeah, that's a comedy. It's a comedy murder mystery. It's on Apple Plus. It's fucking hilarious.
You immediately ruined it for me because you're just like, I don't think you'll watch it, which is kind of a dickish thing to say because the only reason I wouldn't be able to watch it is because I never get really time to watch anything on the downstairs TV.
Yeah, but I mean, you had a chance. You could have sat down and watched it with us, but you were
I
like,
had other things to do.
you wanted to play video games.
Yes, and I platinumed Forbidden West, and I'm still two whole games behind.
You just did it. You could have just sat down and chilled with us.
Yeah,
and
you didn't have to ruin it though.
But yeah, that one's really funny. But anyway, Burn After Reading. That's the one where I was telling you that Brad Pitt gets shot in the face.
Yes. Well, you told me about it. Tell them.
That movie is just absolutely ridiculous. I can't even tell you like a premise. The movie is basically a movie about paranoia. Like all the characters are paranoid. It's just a super silly movie with real life consequences. It's really fucking funny. You're just like, what the fuck is happening? It's so funny, dude. You have to watch it.
Did you ever watch? I think George Clooney's also in this one. Did you ever watch that movie?
Hail Caesar. No.
No, I don't think.
No.
It's
Catch-22. Not a movie, but it was good.
Catch-22. It had I think it had a weird movie title, but it was about when
Men Who Stare at Goats.
Yes.
I haven't seen it, but that's the next one that I want to watch.
Right, that's the one where
that's George Clooney and Ian McGregor.
That was back, and that was a real thing where the military experimented with LSD because they thought it would give them psychic powers.
The other guy, the guy that got in trouble for all the sexual stuff. Kevin Spacey, he's in that too.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember George Clooney was, but yeah, it's called Men Who Stare at Goats.
Yes.
And I think the opening scene is like Bill Hader, and they gave him something, and he's just being ridiculously stupid with whatever they originally gave him.
No.
I thought no.
There is a scene like that, but it's not Men Who Stare at Goats. Bill Hader's smoking weed, and that's when it becomes illegal. That's Pineapple Express.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's
he's in the military.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they tell him to smoke it. He's like a super serious guy, and he smokes it, and he starts getting crazy. Yeah. Speaking of Bill Hader, fucking Barry is coming back.
Yes.
Like, I think at the end of this month, maybe a couple episodes might already be out already. For those of you who don't know, Barry is a show starring Bill Hader, created by Bill Hader and somebody else. But Bill Hader is a hitman who doesn't want to be a hitman anymore. And he starts taking improv classes because he wants to be an actor. It's really funny. It's pretty dark. It's dark humor, but it's good. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. Tito, let's get on to what we're going to do today.
Let's get right into it. Give me that tape. No, just kidding.
We've only done one of these before.
Did you not bring like a marker?
Yeah, I have one in my hand, jackass.
Okay. Well, you didn't give me one.
No, I know. We're just going to share it. Because we're brothers and we share things.
Sharing is caring.
We're going to do like a headbands thing. But I think we decided we're just going to do Marvel.
Yeah, we're going to do Marvel, talk a little bit about Marvel as well, and maybe some of our hopes. What are your hopes and dreams? Okay, wait. Are we doing specifically Marvel all the way across the board, or are we doing MCU only?
I mean, I guess all the way across the board.
Okay. That's fine.
But let's limit it to super powered. That means good or bad.
Okay.
But not random fucking. This is Carter. This is Captain Peggy Carter.
Okay. Wait, does that mean you would not include someone like Black Widow or Hawkeye?
Yes, I would not.
Oh, wow.
I said supers only.
Super powerist.
Yes. That sounded racist. All right, here we go. I'm gonna think of something. Do you have yours thought of? I'll give you the marker.
I thought of mine already. I almost said something that would have given it away, it just in context.
All right. Well, why don't you start talking about what your hopes and dreams are?
Well, one day,
but my hopes and my dreams.
I want to know what the fuck they're gonna do with the Fantastic Four. I want to know, and I want to know now. I also want to know what they're gonna do with the X-Men, and I need to know now. I'm also very upset that we couldn't have gotten our shit together from the very beginning and everything would have been included. Could you imagine how much more amazing Endgame would have been if the Fantastic Four and like the X-Men would have been there?
Yeah, it would have been cool.
So
this tape might rip skin off.
Fantastic
Learning. Oh fuck, I'm going the wrong way.
Fuck, I can't believe you've done this. So basically I was like and not just that, like, here's the same thing, like, with Kang being what everyone kind of assumes is going to be the next supervillain.
Is this the way?
Yeah, is this the way?
No. I should have said yes.
It's just heavy wearing it upside down. With Kang being the supposed villain that he's supposed to be, or like the big bad like Thanos was, I'm also kind of wondering if maybe just because they've started really doing like the space travel and more like macro exploring and stuff like that. Like I also feel like Galacticus could totally come back. And then I'm also wondering, like, does that mean they're going to bring back the Silver Surfer?
I thought Galacticus was supposed to, like, I thought everybody was saying Galacticus was going to be the next big bad.
Like, I think that's what everyone was assuming, but now they've incorporated Kang the Conqueror, and he's also a very big bad. So it's just like, are you going to do two big bads? But I don't know. But, like, basically, if they do bring, like, I feel like they should, and they really have to. And at the same time, it sucks that we don't have Cap and Iron Man for, like, Galacticus anymore. Because obviously every villain that they're going to fight have been fought by Tony Stark and I totally blanked on Cap's character's name.
Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers have been in those fights too, but now, you know, in the MCU, it's canon that they're gone now. So it's just...
Yeah, but they've also opened up time travel.
Here's the thing. I don't think they're going to go back to it. I think they just did it for that one thing. I don't think they'll go back to it. Which is fine. They did everything perfectly to the point of, like, is one of the few things that time travel has not ruined. Because a lot of times, that's exactly what time travel does. So,
all right. You want to go first, or should I go first?
Do you want to rock, paper, scissors for it?
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, got me.
Bitch, that means you're going first.
Okay, so I was just like, well, what does that mean? Okay. First question. Do I have my own solo movie?
No.
Okay.
Wait. Okay.
Not okay. So here's
the answer is no, but like we also said all Marvel. We didn't say MCU.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
all right.
that doesn't.
No,
mean
you don't. You don't.
Okay, I could have still been on. All right. So now I'll ask the follow-up question: am I in a movie?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. Am I a bad guy?
Yes.
Oh. I'm a bad guy with superpowers. Have I been in the MCU?
Yes.
Oh, I'm a bad guy from the MCU with superpowers. Am I a main bad guy from the movie that I'm in? Like, am I the main antagonist? Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Am I the Green Goblin?
No.
Okay. I That was a stab in the dark. I guess because Max loves the Green Goblin. Let's see now. I don't have my own solo movie. I'm a bad guy. I'm from an MCU. Bad guy. So let's see. Am I a Cap villain?
No.
Okay. I mean, this point is just going. Am I a Thor villain?
Yes.
So, am I Loki?
No.
What am I, the Dark Elves?
No. That's 10.
Yeah, that is 10. Thor villain. I'm the main antagonist. I have to have superpowers. I'm in the MCU. Oh, am I Hela?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
I was going to say, you've named the
yeah,
two villains from the first two. There's only one other one.
I'm Hela. Hela of Troy. Okay. Your turn.
All right.
Wait, first, what are your hopes and dreams for the future of the MCU before we do yours?
I don't know. Like, I want to see the Sinister Six, which I think we're finally going to be queuing up for that, possibly. Mm-hmm. Although it also kind of felt like we got kind of that, even though it wasn't 6.
Yeah, we got a piece of it, but not exactly, but still amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, although obviously Spider-Man fights the Sinister Six like alone, not with 2 other Spider-Men. So yeah, I mean, I kind of want to see more with that. I'd like to see less Venom. No, that's not really MCU.
I'd like to see less Venom.
Well, honestly, I'd
MCU
like to
canon.
see. I would like to see less standalone villain movies. I don't really want those. I don't want them.
Yes.
Even if they're like, but this is an obscure. Like, first of all, Venom is not an obscure one. Morbius, I'll give you. And again, we already talked about this. I enjoyed Morbius more than I did the Venom movies.
Again,
I want to see more crossover. I want to see more X-Men. I want X-Men to start getting, because if Disney bought Fox and that means that they can start bridging them, then I want to see the bridge now. Mm-hmm. Stop giving me more of the stuff we already know. Start bringing in the people coming in. Have you seen the TikToks of people like the actor keeps saying, this is just a rumor, I don't know who's saying this, of Daniel Radcliffe playing Wolverine?
I have not.
Yeah, people have been like, and he's been asked about it several times, and he's like, I don't know where this is coming from. Like, he's like, Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. He was like, I don't know why I keep being brought up, but like,
I feel like
it's one of those things where it's just
Daniel
like
Radcliffe.
He's Harry Potter.
Well,
it's one of those things where it's like, he's Harry Potter. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
He's fucking Harry Potter. He can never be anything else. I'll always look at him and be like, this is fucking Harry Potter.
Well, but he's been amazing in other stuff too.
I'm not saying he's not, but I'm saying when I look at him, I go, that's Harry Potter.
I think no matter what, I will be not disappointed. I will be disgusted with whoever tries to play Wolverine.
The thing for me is that, as fucked up as it sounds, people are starting to age out, and we're just like, there's new up and comers like an Ansel Elgort or like Timothy Chalamet that you're like, these motherfuckers are good at what they do, and you're like, these are going to become the new Leos, the new Brad Pitts of our, like, technically not. I mean, most of them are around our age. They're only a few years younger than us.
That's not even, I wholeheartly agree with you. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that Hugh Jackman was born to play this role, played it magnificently. And not just once. It's not just like, it's not the same thing. Like, and I know it's kind of like I
mean, we've had like 4 Hulks, and we've had like 5 Batmans.
The Batman's a whole nother story. the Hulk thing was really stupid too. But like Hugh Jackman was born to play this role, and it's separate from like it's not like Robin Williams voiced Genie in the first Aladdin and then in the third one because it wasn't him in the second one, but and then to have like Will Smith reprise him and and even Will Smith himself was just like it was so hard to try to live up to that.
Well, but Will Smith said, speaking about controversy, I don't even want to get into that bullshit because honestly, I don't give a fuck. But
this is talking about this.
like Will Smith said, Robin Williams is amazing. Robin Williams did amazing. I'm not Robin Williams. I'm Will Smith. I'm going to play it as Will Smith. Mm-hmm. So like, I think some people were like, oh, he didn't do it like it's like, dude, he's not Robin Williams.
Yeah.
He has to do it the way he can't be like, I'm going to try to talk like him and do the mannerisms like him. Like no. That would be an imitation, and that would be a disservice. Because I think then people would be like, "Oh man, he tried to do it like Robin Williams, and he couldn't do it." And it's like, yeah, because he's not Robin Williams.
But the thing was, the character was already there, though. Like I think that's what more people were worried about was just like because what they're doing is basically just making a live action Aladdin, which is all they were trying to do. So it's just like this is already the Genie we know and love. All you're supposed to be doing is doing a retelling of what's already there. So I think that's what probably like he had to struggle with, and I'm sure he caught flack for it. And I think he did fine. But what I'm more so talking about is the fact that like there has been so many X-Men movies with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine that there's no way in hell that he could be
because
like,
they had to
even when they went into the flashbacks and stuff like that. It's still him.
But that's because Wolverine has been Wolverine since the 1400s. Yeah. So they're like, we can do a movie from the 1970s. We can do a movie from the fucking 2000s. He's still gonna look the same. So like we don't have to fucking go with we need a younger version, like when they did like the fucking the Apocalypse one, and they introduced Storm as a kid and like all them, and now we've seen like the younger versions of them. Wolverine is Wolverine because he's been that way for however long. So it's like they didn't have to do anything for that. But like, dude, how are they gonna do an X-Men movie when they start bringing X-Men around and not do Wolverine? Wolverine.
Well, I mean, they did
main character.
X-Men's First Class. He just had that silly cameo appearance.
Yeah, where he says "fuck off."
Yeah, and then in Apocalypse, he wasn't in it either. He once again just had the cameo where Jean Grey like releases him. Like that was it for like the younger one. So they were definitely doing it with him not there. But
yeah, but if they move forward, if they keep moving forward, because all these movies were also taking part in the past. If they incorporate X-Men into the MCU now, like they're going to be like, hey, guess what? We're in the year 2020.
I think it's just the fact that he played it so phenomenally. Like none of the other characters to me are like that commemorable or to they're totally.
It was like he said he was done.
Like, Professor Xavier, like Patrick Stewart, still 100% could do it and like be fine with it and perfect because those are the two that like to me like just leave them alone. Like you don't have to.
Also, them. Like I don't know I don't remember. It probably gives you the year or whatever in the movie Logan. What year is that?
I don't. Yeah, I think they might have said like it's definitely like a little further away from everything.
So yeah, it's
and
like
that movie fantastic as well.
If they they kill him off at the end, he's dead.
God damn it, dude! That movie. That's again like that movie too. Like, God, how could you ever like even if I was a famous actor, like even if I won like a bunch of Oscars, and they're just like, would you like to be the new Wolverine? I'd be like, hell no. I'd slap him and be like, how dare you? Go watch Logan and tell me to play like Wolverine again, and then slap him again. How dare you?
But Hugh Jackman's like, dude, I'm done. That role is done. And it's like,
well, I mean, also,
but he died in Logan. But if that takes place in like the year 2070 or some shit,
number one,
it's like everything before that he's still alive.
It'd be a whole revamp though. Like like if they were,
they'll probably erase Logan and make it seem like that never happened.
Yeah. So,
because like they're gonna bring in X-Men. I'm telling you, there's no way they do it where Logan doesn't exist. There's gonna be a new Wolverine. You're just gonna have to accept it.
Just
when
you know
the
what I want
X-Men
them-
gets brought
you know what I
into the
want them
MCU,
to do?
that's gonna happen.
You know what I want them to do? I want them to work on their costume makeup to just make someone else look like young Hugh Jackman. Get the person who looks closest to him, and then just give him all the facial features.
I mean, people have been trying to do that. Like that's what they were saying about Sebastian Stan. Like Sebastian Stan playing like a Luke Skywalker. If they did like a Luke Skywalker series or some shit like that, like
With
that he
Sebastian
could
Stan.
do it.
I love Sebastian Stan. I don't know how that would look, but I mean,
Well, they say that he looks like what he looked like when Mark Hamill was young. So they're like, I bet he could do it, and it would look cool, whatever. So I don't know, who the fuck do you think looks like a young Wolverine? Who the hell looks like a young Hugh Jackman? I don't know. Anyway, we super derailed.
Yeah. Anyways,
Am I a hero?
yes,
Am I male?
yes,
Have I ever been in the Avengers?
no,
Okay.
or we're
I'm not talking about MCU Avengers. I'm just talking about Avengers in general.
In general, yes, at some point you were.
Okay. I'm a male hero that at some
I could
point
double
was.
check. I'm pretty sure that's a yes, but I could double check.
So I'm gonna assume that means that I'm not in the MCU then.
Yes, 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 yes.
I'm just
I would
gonna
say
ask the
yes.
question: is there a movie where I'm in?
Yes,
Is there multiple movies where I'm in it?
yes,
Am I Deadpool?
no.
Fuck.
I don't think Deadpool was ever an Avenger. Actually,
Yeah.
I think he joins the X-Men at one point, but he's never been an Avenger. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I did it in 11, and you're at 6.
I'm a male that's been in the Avengers at some point. I've been in multiple movies. Am I the main character of the movie?
Yes.
Now I'm trying to like think of movies. Like, there's multiple Spider-Man movies, but I know Spider-Man's been an Avenger, but also he's been in the Avengers already. You wouldn't have had to look that up. And I've been the main character of the movie. Am I Star-Lord?
No. Technically, Star-Lord doesn't have any superpowers.
Yes, that's true. But like neither does I mean I don't know. I guess I don't know if he has super strength, but like technically I guess neither would Gamora.
Gamora and Drax both have super strength
Yeah.
and like super agility. Gamora demonstrates it by picking up Nova's like ship gun and like firing at her in the second Guardians of the Galaxy.
The main character. I'm trying to think like cuz like a Guardians movie, a main character like I don't know, I guess like it's like all of them would be the main character.
Yeah. I would agree with you.
Am I part of the MCU?
No.
Okay. That puts me at what, 7 or 8?
The MCU is only the Marvel Cinematic
Yes.
Universe. Okay, yeah, you are not part of it.
Yeah, so multiple movies. Am I in the X-Men?
No.
Fuck. What am I at now?
9.
So I'm not in the X-Men. I'm not in the MCU. But I've been the main person, multiple. I've been the main person. I've been multiple. What was like my second question? Did I ask you if I was like
First one was if you were male, and then
No. Then that was like my second one. But anyway, or my third one.
The first one was if you were male, and then the second one, third one was whether or not you were in the Avengers. The second one.
Did I ask you if I think I feel like, but maybe I'm wrong, that I asked you if I was a superhero? I asked you if I was a hero, because I want to know if I was a hero or a villain. So I think I asked you if I was a hero, and you said yes.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Movies. Not in the MCU. Multiple. But I already guessed I'm Deadpool. You said no. So I'm not. So that's the Deadpool movies. The fucking. I'm not in the MCU. Not the X-Men. So this is my last shot here. I have 2 guesses. I think I'm right at what I'm in now. I have 2 guesses, and I think there's 3 possibilities. Am I? It's like if I can either try to confirm it with one question, but then I only have one guess.
And then we tie, yeah.
Yeah. I can either try to confirm it with one question, and then I have one guess, but it's not necessarily a tie. If I confirm it, then I still only have 3 chances.
Okay.
I have a 1 in 3 shot, or I can just take a shot right now and either tie it or win it. Am I the Thing?
No.
Okay. Am I Mr. Fantastic?
No.
Am I Johnny Storm?
No.
All right. Well, then that was I was sure that it was that.
Nope.
The fuck? I don't even know what movies then. Movies where I'm the main character and I'm not part of the fucking MCU. I was like, all right, Fantastic Four, not Daredevil. Plus, there's only been one Daredevil movie, so it's not that one. I was like, it's either Fantastic Four, the X-Men, or fucking Deadpool. I'm trying.
You're skipping one that you're gonna kick yourself for.
The Spider-Man movies.
No.
Would be another one. What other fucking movies are out there? Son of a bitch. Fuck, dude, I don't know. I'm blanking.
So you're at 12 right now.
Yeah,
What you guessed.
But like again, if he's the main, as soon as I think of the movie, then that would be the winner. But
well, the movie title is also who you are.
So. Right. So that's what I'm saying is like, I feel like multiple movies of Marvel characters. Oh, son of a bitch! Now I remember. I'm Blade.
No.
God damn it.
No, but like,
I was like, oh, okay, that's Marvel. Fuck.
Does have superpowers too, yeah. Well, I guess that depends on whether or not you consider vampire. Well, no,
he has super strength at the very least.
Well, those are superpowers, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Once I thought of Blade, I was like, okay, that's the one.
That is actually older than than what you are.
Okay, so I know now. I'm remembering one other one,
Okay.
but I don't think he has superpowers.
Oh, then you're probably thinking of the wrong one then.
Yeah,
This one is 100%.
this guy's got guns.
Uh
The guy that I'm thinking about, that there's been multiple movies, different actors.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so I mean, either way, like I won, but no, it wouldn't be that because again, you said that doesn't count because you didn't count Black Widow.
Yes, they don't have
So no,
superpowers.
It is not.
It's
the
not
Punish-
Frank
it's
Castle.
not-
Yeah.
it's not Frank Castle.
Jesus Christ. Like after, as soon as Blade popped in, I was like, oh god damn it, now I got it. It's this. That's the name of the movie. But now I'm back
I wonder
to,
if you don't know that he had a second movie. Maybe that's what's throwing you off, but he did.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I
I
don't-
already
and
said
I
Daredevil,
only
so if you would have
watched-
been like, yeah, that's a second
I
one.
only watched the ending of the second movie, and it didn't look like I never wanted to go back and watch it again.
But it was the same actor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I'm still currently blanking. What the fuck? Because that's the thing. For the longest time, I also didn't know that. Well, I mean, back then I didn't know Blade was a
I don't
Marvel
know. I don't know if
character.
this will help or not. Sam Elliott is in the first movie.
Oh, now I know. Ghost Rider.
Yup. God, I didn't. Wow, that gave it away. You remembered Sam Elliott being in it immediately. You
Yeah,
knew?
because Sam Elliott rides the fucking horse.
Yup. Yeah, you're a Ghost Rider. Did you know there was 2 movies of those, or did you? Have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
just
yeah,
think
yeah,
about
yeah,
it? Okay.
yeah. I think isn't the second one just called Ghost Rider 2?
Isn't it called Spirit of Vengeance?
Yes.
Yeah, Ghost Rider 2, like Spirit of Vengeance or whatever. Yeah, I've only seen the ending, and yeah, even the first one's not that good. But I think the most badass part is the fact that Sam Elliott was just like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm a Ghost Rider too, and he was like the fucking burning horse with the freaking Ghost Rider shotgun. I thought that was awesome. Yeah, Ghost Rider's a fucking badass, but yeah, the movies did not do him justice.
I was gonna say.
So
I
here's
I
the
think
thing.
that Ghost Rider had been in the Avengers. I feel like I remember
in-
you playing a game where
He's
you
in
could
the new.
play.
He's in the. Oh, you're thinking of Marvel Ultimate Alliance,
Yeah.
which isn't necessarily the Avengers. He's in the new. He was in the new Avengers and the Dark Avengers. So yeah, he's been an Avenger. The MCU question. He's in the show, Agents of Shield. However,
Oh, yeah, I
that's
do
why I
remember
said
that.
if we're just talking the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he's not in it. He's not been in any MCU movies, but technically it's canon that he exists in that universe. What are you
Alright.
looking up?
No. I was just gonna say. So are we gonna do another one?
Did you want to do another one, or do you want to call it?
I don't know how much time. Where are we at?
We're at like an hour 14.
We can call it.
All
That's the
right.
second time that I've lost to this too.
But that was a good one though, and I also very much enjoyed both of our hopes and dreams for what we want. From the MCU.
Yeah.
But hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As always, you guys can reach out. I don't know why I struggled with that so much. As always, you guys can reach out to me on both Twitter and Instagram at BanditoTito93. DM me, at me, message me, tell me what you like about the show, what you dislike, what you want to hear, what you don't want to hear. Love anytime we have any interaction from the outside audience. Junior?
Yeah, you guys can DM me at pops.maniac as well as nerdy.bros.inc on Instagram. Like Tito said, just let us know what you like about the show. Just talk to us about anything. We're always down to talk.
Talk to us!
Merch, as always. Yeah. But have a good week, guys.
Yeah, guys, have a good week. Okay, boy.